Hey there, I'm Eric Tennant, and I'm out here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. At least it is in January. I'm gonna do a overnight e-biking camping trip on the Black Canyon Trail. What I got to do this is I got here my Burley Coho, and this has been modified. I call it my power trailer, more on that. And then I got the BBS HD. It's a 1,000-watt motor. It's a good motor. It's got like over 7,000 miles. Second bike it's been on. I just upgraded the bike to wanted better features, through axles. But yeah, this is the power trailer. Everybody that knows my channel is probably asking me, where's the solar panel? If you're asking that question, you need to finish the last tour, the Solar Fools loop, and you'll see what happened on there. Basically, she's undergoing repairs right now. Plus it's winter. You don't get the best solar in the winter time. So the power trailer is perfect. Plus, this is kind of a rebuild of the solar trailer idea from the ground up. Solar trailer will be built on top of it. I'd also like to introduce a wingman I'm taking along with me. This is Duckmaster B. He will be holding up the rear of the trailer, making sure nothing goes wrong. He used to have a little propeller on him here, but on the way to this shooting location, it flew off. So yeah, hopefully Duckmaster B can hold on for the whole trip and he'll keep me company. I pretty much have a matching propeller up there to the one that flew off. It's really disappointing. The thing was really hauling back there. Got quite a few miles to knock out. Got to get out of the city and then pretty much get deep into this trail. I just want to find a nice peaceful spot on it, somewhere with a view, maybe out of the wind. That's all. Somewhere to hang my lights and trees. Onward and forth. All right, let's go, Duckmaster B. This is New River Trails. Good morning. I've been fortunate enough to own a house off of this for quite a few years. It stretches for quite a long length from north to south in the valley. We have a very decent pass system here. One of the nice things I could say about it here. In the summer, it becomes the equivalent of living inside of an oven. Nice, the city finally opened this little section here. I've been going around this thing for about a year now. Wow. Hello.
Hello.
Only a couple more miles of New River Trail left. This is the hidden part on the northern end. I got a 19.1 amp hour on the front. It is a 48 volt, and I have a 40 amp hour, 48 volt on the back, and they are hooked up in parallel. It doesn't hurt the batteries at any. There is a little fluctuation because of the wiring that goes through the back of the trail. You'll get about 1/10 of a volt of a drop, I've noticed. Not a big deal. Any kind of surge isn't really a surge at that point. You're talking a mere few watts that end up going from battery to battery when they idle out. So, battery companies, of course, tell you everything's got to be matched up perfectly to have it in parallel. The reason they do this is, obviously, they want you to buy each one of their batteries. They don't want you to buy one from one company and one from another. Over there you can see New River Dam. It is a earth dam that keeps my house from flooding out every time we have monsoons, or as some would like to call haboobs. 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 I like boobs. I used to have to ride out there in the lane with everybody else, but I think I'm just gonna ride along the sidewalks. Probably illegal, but as you can see here in Phoenix, Arizona, people don't really get outside much, so Yeah, I'm not gonna have a danger of hitting anyone. We are cruising out a speed of 22 miles per hour. We'll probably be reaching our destination in around an hour and a half. Oh, they gave me no choice. I'm gonna have to ride off the curb here. Alrighty. Well, I guess I don't have a choice but to ride in the road now. Oh well. Guess it'll be whoever's behind me's problem, huh? I love the way the mountains make this area look. If you have several $1,000,000, you too could live in this neighborhood. In the summer, it's like an oven. Ah, nice. This is a spot I like to use for taking little breaks here. So I'm gonna go down here, take me a little green break, enjoy the awesome view. I just got my chair. Ended up putting in my front sling there. I don't trust those things all that much, not that particular one because it's ripped before. But I figured should be enough to hold 4 pounds here for my chair. Just get it set up real quick. I got me this big old Jack Lynx. I don't know if my daughter or wife got it for Christmas for me, but I'm gonna eat on that real quick. A little bit of a lunch here. It works. That way I don't have to stop anywhere and blow money on some highly synthetic food. Whereas a lot of the food packages say down on the ingredients, bioengineered. So we're looking for that. It's interesting. On 1 and 4th. Sitting at 94%, guys. Is anybody curious? Done about 10 miles. 10.4, I think is what Strava said. It's crazy all the lack of infrastructure if you start going to inner city. I mean, there is a lot of bike paths, but there's a lot of missing sidewalks too. This is sidewalk that goes for several miles all the way to the 303 highway. A lot of times I avoid it. I got the solar. I don't want to catch the shade from everything, and I like the boost from the cars, but feeling nice and relaxed lately. I think I'm just gonna stay on the sidewalk here and I think take it easy. Cruising at 17 miles per hour. Life is good. There we go, that's what I'm usually used to on this road. Nice, wide, pretty much your own lane. Just gotta dodge nails. Last stop for supplies.
Shell rewards program if you don't want it. You're all set, thank you.
How much for a bundle of wood?
19.
All right, it's better than being cold.
I'll let you choose which way. People are pretty good.
It just got to be bundled is pretty much, yeah, I got the bike trailer. I'm gonna put it on the top. It's so hard to gather crap out here. I mean, you can take so long and they get a little bit of crap.
This one's good for you?
Yeah, just as long as it's nice and wrapped where I can get it tucked under that bungee. It's probably 10 more pounds. It should be good. I don't have the solar panel. Put that in there. Snug like a bug in a rug. I don't think it's going anywhere. Looks pretty stable. Should be fairly balanced. This thing came off. Well, everything I just said, take that back. It was not fairly stable. Well, it would have been. Yeah, my wow, that's my own printed clip there. Wah, that failed. That's sad. I actually like those clips. I had it pretty stressed out. I'll have to print it out of, maybe I'll do PETG. That was ASA for the UV resistance, but I mean, if it breaks that quick, who gives a crap how much UV resistance it has? It's not gonna last long enough. But anyways, let me get this rebuckled on there. All right, I think that'll work. If anything, hopefully I'll notice if it falls off. That was a good, like 10 bucks after tax. All right, onward and forth. Hold on, little ducky and wood. Don't fall off, guys. Now the video is definitely need some views and kind of pay off my wood to stay warm. During the day, it's really nice. Like actually, right now, I'm feeling a little toasty in all this gear. But come night, it's getting near freezing, low 40s, probably like 42 or something like that. So yeah, I got desert blood on the road again. Yep. After this, it's pretty much going to be single track. Don't see that very often, do you? No, seriously, right? I believe that's my turnoff right there. Get across. Oh, yep, this is definitely it. Nice. Name optional. It looks like the trail starts out crappy as hell. Or, sorry, gotta use mountain bike terms here. Technical, very, very technical. Very, very technical. It's what I'm used to from my state. It works. Guys, I don't really mean to be racist, but I hate that cactus. That's a cholla or a jumping cactus. They're a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I have such a hatred for them is I've rode into them before. It's painful. Gives you nightmares. Man, if this wasn't so close to the trailhead, I'd just camp right there. It's a pretty nice little meadow, but yeah, I need to get a little bit further back in. Much prefer when it's kind of of this grade, less of the rocky sort. I did this trail years ago with an old friend of mine, and wasn't able to complete the thing. Well, I ended up buying a couple Amazon special pedals, and they fell off the bike. Yeah, I think it's labeled Black Canyon Trail, just something along those lines. I mean, these current pedals I have on are the replacement ones. They've been on a couple bikes now. They're over $100. I went the other way with it. Just decided to spend a ton of money and buy something known quality that I can trust. It's pretty scary when your pedal falls off your bike. Honestly, I'm just looking for a good spot to camp. I'm far enough away from that trailhead. I feel comfortable now. I don't think it's against the rules. I'm not entirely sure. If it is, I don't really care. Kind of like that whole no e-bike thing where on some of the trails I'm not really concerned about it. You're gotta get out here on your own a lot of times. Not so much of an authority of the government or anything over you. Okay, I think I'm liking this spot here. It's got everything I need. Rocks to build, a cooking station, tree to hold lights in, somewhat flat area to put a tent. I'm good. I'm not trying to hide, so I'm gonna just camp. That's the trail right there. Nice. Oh no, that's not good. I went to grab my chair and realized it wasn't there. I'm assuming it came off somewhere on the trail. I think I'm gonna have to drop off the trailer here. I'll just separate the two batteries from each other, and yeah, I'm gonna go look for it. Oh, my chair, that's awful. That's super awful. So yeah, hopefully nobody messes with my trailer then. Good times. I was so excited I found the chair. I forgot to record, guys. A guy ended up picking it up, seen him, and started chasing him down. Hey! But yeah, I was so in the moment. I forgot to hit record. Shame on me. Shame. Everybody shame me in the comments. I'm really happy I found my chair though. This makes camping so much better right here. Anyways, just got to get back to camp. Pretty much just ripped that whole trail pretty fast there. And yeah, good to go. I'm just so happy I found it. Cherry! So as far as that front sling, I guess I know I can't trust that. And yes, this trail is way more fun without that trailer. I can romp through it quite fast with this motor then. I guess that's true for any vehicle pulling a trailer though. You tend to take it a little slower so you don't rip them up so much. Now, hopefully my trailer's still there. Screwed up how much battery percentage it took because, well, I've been romping it really hard and my batteries have been disconnected now, so I can't hook them back up in series. So what I'll do is I'll just ride one battery. Once it runs out, I'll flip it over to the other. There's my turn off there. Nice. little hardtail slide there. And the good news is nobody messed with my trailer. Nice. Crap, wingman, you're supposed to watch the back end. What happened here, man? I don't have the license plate or the mount. I take it my mount must have broke it. It's definitely a first time I've ever tested that prototype. Taking that failed, I didn't see the plate and we're on the trail, so I'm taking it must have flew off on the road. I'll keep an eye out for tomorrow, but yeah, it's probably got the screws and everything still in it. Shoot. Well, luckily I own a 3D printer. I just need to make a better bracket so that doesn't happen. I'll set the chair up right there. Totally worth the 4-pound penalty. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Well, yeah, I know. You have a cool on, like, bro, no one else is wearing it. But that's the thing, me having my shirt off makes me uncomfortable, but it makes other people more comfortable. Yeah, so I just like a mentality.
How's it going, man?
But yeah, that's why. I'm sure I will see it. You gotta lock in the rest of the time.
I assume as the sun's going down, there'll be quite a few hikers heading back to their car. But yeah, I think I'm legit out here. Good afternoon. And as promised, I guess I'll talk about my control box since it's still connected to the trailer. Oh yeah, that's nice and firmly on there. You can see a little bit of cracks in my model there. So yeah, I definitely have slight modifications to make here and there on it. Probably make a little bit of an indent for where that comes in there. And that'll line up better. Anyways, I 3D design and print these stuff at home on a 3D printer. I actually did this whole back end. Beautiful finish on it. But anyways, the control box. What this basically is a power hub, USB station. I have the lights up front. It's too light right now. It's no purpose trying to show that. We got these XT60 connectors here. This is where basically the battery's coming in. Well, here, this one's the battery, and then this one goes all the way to the front of the bike if it was connected, but yeah, I had to disconnect them to rescue my chair here. It was a must. And then these here, this is a USB charger. So these will charge, I believe, at 65 watts. I don't actually own anything that will push them to that limit. I have one on each side, the other XT60, and the button to activate it. So now the whole system's on, and I can easily just take my phone, plug it in here, and boom. Should say, yep, down at the bottom, super fast charging. Nice. And that's that whole system there. With the solar panels, there'd be a solar input would be coming into one of these, and it'd be able to charge the whole system. This is what I like to call a power trailer. So I have almost endless power off this thing. Unfortunately, most people aren't willing to get into 3D printing. I have my own 3D printing channel. It's called Does Plastic. But it's not just that. You need to know how to do the electrical, what bucks to get. I have no problem explaining that technical end of things, but most people don't want to take the gumption. For anybody like that, you can just go out and buy one of these A-free power stations, and it's pretty much the same things going on. I can just easily just take this, boom, plug it into the, and this is a lithium iron phosphate. So unlike all your other smaller battery packs, this thing's gonna last thousands of charge cycles, not hundreds. Hello.
Hey.
It also comes with, whoa, this retractable cord here, which I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty convenient, guys. I can just, boop. So if I lose my cords, let's see what this one says. Super fast charging, same thing. I can actually read the watts on here. My trailer does all that. I can read it through the battery, so I gotta open up my app and everything. I like this little screen. That's awesome. I almost wish I could integrate something like that into my little box here, just to make it look more professional. Of course, round out the corners, everything. It's a prototype, guys. I guess I could explain more of that. This end of mine, this is for the straps for my bags that would go onto the back. This would work for an e-biker. You just throw this in your gear and go along. Bike packing, yeah, it would work for you. It may be a little bit on the heavier side. I know everybody likes to geek out on the grams and everything, so they may go for this lighter weight lithium ion, like what the e-bike's running off of, that has hundreds of charge cycles, not thousands. But yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. If you have a solar panel, you can take this, plug it into it. Yeah, and this will do up to 100 watts. I believe at 20 volts, 5 amps is how it does that. So you need a solar panel that already has a USB connection on it. It does also come with an adapter. Okay, so I'll be using it, obviously, to charge my phone. Both of these ports, this one up here and this one, are an in and an out port. This should work to charge my camera batteries. Let's try it. And it goes up to, I believe, 18 watts, if the device can take that many. All right, I'm starting to get hungry, which means I need to start setting up some kind of kitchen here. Got my gas. As my wife says, I always got gas. Yeah, and there you go. That's my oven right there. Oh, I guess it wouldn't be an oven, it would be a stovetop. Screw that on there real quick. Oh geez. Get my dinner cooking. And that's one of the advantages is being next to a wash here is plenty of rocks. Just gotta find ones of roughly the right size. Figures I gotta light this and the wind starts up on me a little bit. Nice. Get that heat in that Teflon, get that cancer elements going real good. All right, today I will be having, I'm gonna call them some Black Canyon Trail tacos. So first we'll be throwing the hamburger, which obviously is still frozen a little bit. Universal utensil. Oh yeah, that's definitely frozen more than I anticipated. My little DJI cooler worked a little better than I thought it would. Hello. How's it going? I think people are caught a little bit off guard that I'm just sitting here in a chair, just cooking dinner in the middle of the desert. Whatever, man. The world is my stage. Or as Metallica said it, where I lay my head is home. Wise words. And this is the magic to Black Canyon Trail tacos. This right here is salsa. So you already got all your green peppers, your onions, your tomato, your chilies, a little bit of jalapenos. It's already in there, pre-chilied or pre-salsa'd, I mean. So yeah, salsa is a perfect thing to use. It has seasoning for tacos, burritos, fajitas. I don't like those sodium packets. It's another one of those things, if you look down by the ingredients right on the bottom of those, a lot of them you'll see they're bioengineered. So I don't know, I guess I've ate quite a bit of bioengineered food, but for some reason it does kind of bother me a little bit. I wish they'd tell a little bit more information of, okay, what is it? Is it we made fake beef? I don't know what's going on here. It's a Taco Bell. You pull up to it. That should be what the whole place says. Instead of Taco Bell, it should say Bioengineer Bell. Yeah, that stuff tastes good, but I have a suspicion it's not good for you. It's probably the amount of time that gave me diarrhea. And add a little bit of water into the mix. I'm gonna add it in my bag here so I can get more of the salsa out once it sticks to the side. I have this frozen along with peach cups inside of there to act as ice packs. Oh, probably gonna need a bit more water than that. All right. Want that to marinate in there real good. I needed to cook those onions further down. They're a little bit toxic to me if they're not cooked all the way. If I cook the crap out of them, it solves that problem for me. Nice, that's looking real good. And add into that some refried beans. Luckily, I snagged the can opener from home, so I don't have to mess around with one of those janky little ones. That should be plenty. Rest can, I'm gonna feed the coyotes. I'd say that looks pretty damn ready to me. All right, had to bring some paper plates with me. Oh, I think my taco shells actually made it uncracked. Look at that, that is perfect. Obviously some meat, some beans for some gas heating tonight. Gotta have some cheddar cheese. Put that sucker up. Pre-sliced vegetables. Usually don't like to pre-slice, but you gotta do some things to make the life easier while you're on a bike. Gotta have some sour cream. I guess I'll just use like a pastry method for this. All right, and some hot sauce. I didn't want to bring the whole bottle, so I brought a bag again. The world's gonna be all plastic eventually anyways, right? Doesn't get any better than this. That sun's going down really fast, so I need to get my tent set up really fast. Right there looks fairly flat. Hopefully not too many yoga pants come by in the morning and start making comments about my tent. Whatever, it's fine, I don't care. Clear some of that. Nice. All right, air mattress, sheets, fitted sheets, fleece, and if I can get it out of there, she's a little stuck. This is a huge blanket. I decided to trade up on my down and trade it into a huge blanket, considering this just an overnighter, so I was able to squeeze more room in there. If it had been more days, I'd have extra clothes, and that's 3 times as much room as the down one, but I think I'll be better for it. We'll see. Put all that in there. Oh yeah. Important part of staying warm is putting the top of the tent on. Yeah, this is definitely the better way to go. You get these tiny pumps, and it also doubles as my light then. And a fitted sheet. That's how I make my air mattress not suck so hard. I also got some electronic hot hands too, 4 of them. That's my other trick to staying warm. That and firewood right now, which, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. My hands are already starting to feel cold. Yeah, as a desert person, my blood is quite thin. So I'm gonna fire this fire up real quick. Fire this fire. I'm gonna fire the fire. Yeah, honestly, probably didn't need to buy this bundle, but I guess it saves me the 10 minutes it took to gather it. I don't know. All right, looks respectable enough. Let's try it. This pine's really dry, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Nice, looks like it's gonna light. Got it off the first flick. Have to set up my little wireless light bulbs so I can see what I'm doing here in a bit, besides light off the fire. And it's also got a little tiny remote. This is helpful at the end of the night. You crawl in the tent and just point them at, turn them all off. I like these. I got a video on my channel about them. Good lights, nice and simple. That one over there is, she's charging up still. It came on in the trailer. I don't know how long it was on, so I'm just gonna leave it hooked up to the A-free generator and charge it up. If anything, I believe I can run these lights right off the battery too, so I can just, actually, that's a good idea. I can just put it over by the tent, light it up. Actually, I think I'll hang it, maybe right here is good. That'll give me a good light from behind. And the cord actually reaches in. There we go. One of the cool things, besides the longevity of having up to like, I think it's like 3,000 charge cycles on this thing, is the fact you can take this on an airplane. It is within the TSA limits, and yeah, it's good to fly. That's definitely a plus. I can imagine I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. I always am looking for remote USB charging, and since it's so small and portable, whew, that's a fire. That thing's putting off some heat now. Nice. What do you think, wingman? You feeling the heat a little bit over here? Don't want my wingman to get cold. Got my entertainment center set up. My fire, oof, need to work on that. But yeah, this is camp. Show you guys kind of a far out view of this. Nice. And I am standing right this moment on the Black Canyon Trail. Yeah, that's what my campsite looks at. Imagine the yoga moms in the morning. Oh my God, there's a homeless guy set up here. Tomorrow's Monday, so the odds of people coming by are less, and it's January. I don't know, it's not a big deal. Arizona has pretty liberal camping rules. This company Wu Ben sent me out this flashlight. It's pretty cool. It's all aluminum. It's a really nice beam on it. It's adjustable. It has a ton of settings on it. There we go. Yeah, now it's really on. That's the one I want. Yeah, I can dim it down, brighten it up. It's a cool little flashlight. I'll leave a link for it down in the description below. I like it. Let's go find some more firewood. That's what I got left. Not the greatest. I want to build the fire up a little bit more while I'm watching shows, because it's getting a little bit more nippy. So you see there, that's the stuff I bought, and that's the stuff I've gathered from the desert. I'm gonna go get more stuff from the desert. Hoping no jagalinas take me off. Actually, in all seriousness, we do have some pretty threatening animals. Some pretty big cats. Coyotes, I guess their numbers are large enough. Usually they look like half-starving dogs. Oh, that is a large pile of wood right there. Javelinas look like pigs. They run in packs, but they're actually not pigs. They're giant rodents. You can see all the stuff that got washed down. Oh wow, there's one of the planters for a tree right in there. They got some mixed stuff in this bundle. Got a man's crap and nature's crap mixed together. There's a lot of wood. Oh, there's a moped over there. I thought something growled at me for a second when I kicked on it. I'm gonna kick again. Oh, that's too big. I don't have any way to break that up right there. No biggie. There we go. Should have got my gloves. I like to give the wood a good kick before I go to pick it up. Make sure nothing's sleeping in there. Hey, more wood. Woohoo! All right, got the fire going a little bit better there. Just can't get too close to it because I got electronics and a tire. But I want to feel some heat off of it. definitely not for the smell of it. I would choose no fire if that was a choice. Let's go for some Crapopolis. I love this stupid show.
Ready and yank.
Keep pulling. Try not to smush my sensitive bits in the window frame, but don't try too hard. Viscera!
Dad, what are you doing here?
Did you see that? Let's go back. Did Schlub get killed? It looks like Schlub got killed. I mean, he can't be killed. How could he? Never do know with this program.
All right, now an episode of The Simpsons.
Simpson, you're brand new here, but I have a nose for men, and you stink of reliability.
State Park!
It's kind of funny that this show's owned by the Disney Corporation. They bought it anyways.
Please don't do what you're about to do. You know, they're just kids.
All right, guys, it's pretty late and I'm freezing. You'll see me in the morning. Good morning. It is windy as heck this morning, so I've yet to get out of the tent. A little unusual for me. Usually it's not windy in the morning in the desert. I froze last night. Probably not the best blanket. As I was looking through it this morning, I could see light through it. Been great if it would have been windy, but fortunately it was, so it's taking any heat I had under it and taking it away from me. So I didn't sleep much, maybe 2 or 3 hours. Whatever. I'm gonna take my green break, pack everything up in here, and then get out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the wind. My music player is going dead there, so I ran out, grabbed the A-free generator. I'm gonna fix this because, well, I don't always have it on the videos, obviously, because of the copyright thing. But I like to listen to music. I mean, I like the quiet, of course, but it's nice to have music every once in a while. Is it charging? Nice, lights on. Nice, should have close to, well, it says 33 hours of music. I actually need to charge my phone too. It looks like I'm down to like 10% there. I accidentally left it on last night and left it on the ground, and it was probably near freezing. Really not good for lithium ion batteries. So I'm gonna plug that in. Use a handy dandy included cable here. Nice. I guess it was 24. Cool. Let's see how many watts I got to pull in now. 26 watts, 27 watts. It says I can pull this off for 2.5 hours. Of course, the phone only takes 54 minutes, so plenty of time there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention how many miles this was. It's 24 miles from my front door. Not a bad little stretch. Definitely getting everything packed up now. Doesn't seem like the wind's gonna let down, but oh well. I'm gonna have to ride the 24 miles back home. All right, I gotta get going. It's almost 11. Not a big fan of wind. I can do the cold, not the wind so much. At least the temperatures feels better now. Just gotta get everything packed back up. I'm gonna eat me some breakfast now and ponder my life choices. Nice, so I got my peach cups I was using as ice packs. I'm gonna eat them. They're nice and refrigerated cold now. Got some of these Baby Bell cheeses, or as I like to call them, wax cheeses. Pretty good. Before I forget, I need to get my lights out of the tree here. I have a feeling one day I'm gonna leave these at a camp. Yeah. Well, if I do, I'll be sad, but hopefully the next person will get good use out of them. I haven't yet. I'm really surprised I haven't, to tell you the truth. Got everything packed back up onto the bike. Got the camp all cleaned up. I'm gonna leave the firing just in case anybody wants to come and check out this camp. It's a real nice camp. It's about, I think it's 2 washes in on the Black Canyon Trail heading north. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I just got to head the 26 miles back home. If you want to see the uncensored version of this video, YouTube has a lot of rules as far as the public videos are concerned because of the monetization and ads and everything. But if you sign up to be a member, it's just $1 a month. You can see the uncensored versions of my videos. Yeah, I guess like the HBO level. I don't really show, you know, any nudity or anything like that. Not myself. I mean, unless that's what you're looking to sign up for, but may have to do a little bit more than $1. I'm just kidding. Anyways, on board and forth back home. Pretty much just be the credits rolling unless something eventful happens, right?